of tournaments and a lot of the jackpots, too. He's done very, very well in jackpots. I think his favorite tournament is the New York Open. I think he's won it twice. I think he won it twice in a row. So he always comes to New York. The New York Open, by the way, the New York Metro Open is the largest tournament in the United States. This tournament last year had the biggest doubles turnout of any tournament. I think, was it 180 teams, some ridiculous number, or 83 teams, I forget. A huge number of doubles players. The New York Open is going to be mid-January. It's always the biggest tournament in the United States. So I'm going to be there. I would never miss that. From here, I'm going to LA, which is another fantastic tournament. Candace Myron running it. I'll be doing a lecture with Akiko at that tournament. So the 1-4 untimed back game is not the game you really love to be in. That's what Kimon is playing right now. However, Joe has no development. He's got a pretty stiff position, and he's rolling very well here. 3-1 is exactly what you want. You want to make your bar point or 5 point in this situation. Joe makes the bar point here. It'll be a double pass. 3-2 is not easy to play. I guess you just go to the 8 point. I don't think you just stack them up. That would be my play. Now you can see Kimon is running out of time, so he's not going to try and hold the 1-4 game. When you don't have a well-timed back game, you don't play a back game. You come up. And the 6 is tempting to go to the 18. You want action here. Or you might just go out from the 3 point. I'm not sure what you do here. I wish I had David and Matt Cohn-Geyer by my side. It's like having XG and XG next to me. But it's interesting. The two of them disagreed on several plays, and they made several plays that Petco disagreed with. So here, 3 of the best players in the world disagreeing a lot. So that's what backgammon's all about. Is that legal? Yes, okay. That was the play I liked, out to the 18. This is no shots and hits. I like that play. I think it's a pretty obvious play. Comes in on the 3 and it goes all the way up because you can run a checker now. Again, you don't want to play a back game when you don't have timing. He doesn't want to make the ace point here. Kind of an ugly roll for Joe. He's got to bring it in and hope that he doesn't see a 7 or 10 out of Kimon. And there's a 6. That's not a 7 or 10. And Joe should be thinking about the cube pretty soon, especially with this lousy roll from Kimon. He's well up in the race. He's got the rule of 4. He's got 4 or fewer checkers on the midpoint. He's got a landing spot. Not quite a double, probably because the race is not that good, and he's got some bad rolls here. I think I just play quietly all the way to the 5 point, but there's some logic to something else, I guess. He didn't see anything else either. Oh, make the bar. Isn't this automatic to make the 18? He says to himself, well, if you do that, how do I hold it? And he can go behind me. I guess that there is that problem. If you come off the 24, that gives Joe all the numbers to go behind and not leave a shot. I'm not sure what's right here. This is when I wish I had an XG feed, when I had the computer right by my side to tell me what's right, because I'd like to know this play. And obviously it's not obvious to Kimon either. So again, I cannot see the comments on the stream. But I'll give you my phone number to the world. If anybody wants to text me a question or comment, I'd love to have it. 312-543-0522. Text me if you have a question or comment or suggestion. Putting in the German flag for Kimon. Even though he's a Greek, he is a German. I believe he's a German citizen and lives in Germany now. They had the Greek flag up, which made sense because it certainly sounds and looks Greek. Joe Russell, of course, is from LA and Memphis. Sort of goes back and forth. Took over his mother's house in Memphis. I would, the hit is obvious because you want to get him off the ace point and have him come in past. And if he comes off the ace point here and doesn't get hit, again, it might be a double. He's thinking about 3 down in the hit. I like going to the bar point so you don't have to worry. It's not as hard to clear the 8 point when you do that.
Did you win?
Okay, I would have been very tempted to bring 3 down just to get those checkers moving in, but I can see the value of this. You certainly have to hit and hope you don't get hit here, and he didn't get hit, and this is kind of a cracking roll. But again, these positions, the race is very, very critical, and the race is not that solid for Joe. We're having all kinds of technical things, glitches and things going on, but this is all new and first time. There's the double. He got him off that ace. He's up enough in the race. He's not likely to leave too many shots. It might be a take because there's not that many gammons and he might get a shot. So I would tend to pass this cube, but I wouldn't fault him for taking it at all, and it might be right. One reason I'm sort of tempted to take is in a 9-point match, losing 2 points instead of 1 is not that big a deal. Doesn't hurt you that much. And you're not likely to get gammon here because he's got the 4-point anchor. So it might be a take. It might be a take. I think I'm leaning towards a pass. We'll see what Kimon does. Kimon usually does the right thing. He's a very fine player. That's why we're streaming him. He took it. I think it's certainly reasonable. Yep, no reason to leave shots. He just wants to win the race and bring it home. Nothing fancy. I'm running the back checker because I don't want to waste the pips. You get fewer shots by running the back checker, but aren't you going to have to run it next roll anyway? And now you got a chance to run it safely. And he does. Or he doesn't. Gutsy play. I can see the value of that. Put some pressure on the outside checkers. Makes the point. So again, Kimon looks like he's likely to lose 2 points here, but again, how bad is it to lose 2 instead of 1? Joe, do you volunteer here? Or do you wait? If you wait, you cover the ace and then go to the 2 for flexibility. If you come down, you're leaving a 9, 6, 3, and 5, 4. Only 4 numbers. You certainly have to respect Kimon's board. I can understand not leaving a shot there because you might probably going to have to give him those 4 numbers sometime, though. And you probably do it now because if you don't do it now, you could be worse. You lose your landing spot or you break your board more. Of course, you could play 6-1 and 3-2. I guess that's the alternative, 6-1, 3-2. Okay, 4 numbers. 10%. And he missed it. He's thinking about, should I make the ace point or should I bring the checker in? If he brings it in, he's forced to come out with a 6 is the problem. And he might not want to come out with the 6. So I like this play. Oops. That's an oops roll. That's the one roll, 5, 4, and 6. Well, 5, 4 was the only roll where he's forced to leave a shot out there. And he missed again. Okay. Joe would not like to see another 5, 4. That plays. He's forced to run. Joe has only a bad 6-3. 6-2 is not bad. 6-3 would have been the bogey anti-joker roll. Okay. 6-2 is the horrible roll here. Oh, double ones is a beauty. Takes a checker off, closes the board, leaves himself with a position that leaves no shots. That was a beauty. Very few gammons here. You just play safely to take them off. Only high doubles would leave a shot here. Take one off and move it over. Yep, now nothing leaves a shot. If you play for gammons, you take 2 off, but I don't think you play for gammons here. You could take 3 off and 1 over, but I just don't think you want to try for gammons when the gammons chances are pretty low. I do not like moving the checkers that way. You bring it in first. A lot of people do that, but I'm not a fan of leaving the checker on the bar and moving the other checker first. I think it's a little confusing. Did I say there were no gammons here? I could be very wrong. 1 double and it's boom. Or a small roll here. That's big enough to probably save gammons, unless he rolls doubles. No. There are some rolls. Double 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. Double 2 gets him off. Okay. 2-0. Simple win for Joe. Now they try and figure out the scoreboard. Never seen one like it. There's no 2 over there, Joe. Yeah, 1 and 1 is 2. That's one way to do it. There you go. 2-0. Okay. The nice thing about that scoreboard is it's big. That's the only nice thing I can say about it. I'm not a fan. I want to see the number of points you're playing to. I want to know when it's Crawford or post Crawford. Yeah, Joe, put that last checker on the table. There was a famous match with Jorgen Grandstedt in Monte Carlo where Joe started with 3 checkers off, and they didn't notice it till the end of the game. That's a funny 4-point he's got made there, isn't it? Straighten it out. 4-point, not the 5-point. Oh, now it's the 4.5 point. So Joe has made the 4.5 point. That would drive me nuts. I would straighten that out. What do you do here? I guess you make the 5 because it's the 5. 5 points, very important point to make. Hit and come around. In and out, automatic. Very thematic to go to the 18. Do you hit 2? Yes, you do. Without much thought. Now there's some thought. The advantage of this is unstacking, but it's not it's not the point you really want to make. And you do have fewer covers this way. There is some logic to hitting off the ace there. I'm not 100% sure this is right. Too soon to double, and he's got that checker back and blots. Ooh, great roll for Joe. Makes 2 points. Which 2 is the question? You know you're making the 3-point, then you decide on the last one. Make the 3-point and decide. Do you want to make the 5 or the 2? You make the 5, it's a better point. Make the 2 and fewer blots. I like this because I think you can double them out more. Very hard to get hit here, except with 5-3. I think you can double them out pretty frequently here. I like this play also. Sometimes you just don't play pure, especially when you're blitzing. I think this is a double pass. Is he too good? Is he not good enough? I'm doubling and passing. He's rolling. I guess he figures he's too good. Yep, he's playing on for the G. I don't know if you hit off the ace or not. You wouldn't have a direct cover unless you can bring them both in. Making the bar is very strong. 2 down. I would have been very tempted to double, and I'm probably wrong if Joe Russell played on and he didn't think very long about it. Joe knows what he's doing, for sure. He's not just a world champion and an almost 2-time world champion because of luck. He's proven himself many, many times to be a very, very top player. There he goes. Well, we got a nice alarm going off here. A fire has been reported in the building. I would stop the clock here, by the way. I think they legitimately can stop the clock. Oh boy. They announced a fire. By the way, this building had had a fire previously. Do I get paid overtime if I stay during a fire? Wow. A fire has been reported in the building. You smell smoke? Wow. Wow. Just to be safe, I'm going to take a picture. You took one? I don't trust you, though, Joe. All right.
You can't leave until you act on the cue. You have to act on the cue before we leave the building. I can't do
I'm not sure that's the rule. Oh, you doubled here, huh? Is everybody getting up and leaving?
Do you have a live mic or are you dead?
It's live.
Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
I assume every mic is live.
Yeah, they're live right now.
Unless you tell me it wasn't.
They are live.
But I don't trust you. Even though I respect you.
So, Kimon, they had a Greek flag for you originally. They changed it to German. Are you a German citizen? You are? Okay, then they got the right flag. Is everybody leaving, or what's going on?
I don't know. Maybe both calls are out. What's the
check if it's real.
By the way,
The exact something for my time table.
I hate that scoreboard. I hate that scoreboard. I like a scoreboard that shows you what you're playing to and shows you Crawford. It's nice and big though, but that's all I can say about it.
Let me put this here while I go to the restroom.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you, Victor.
Nice to see you. What happened this year? Where's the trade space? I asked him, he said nothing.
What?
Nobody will be the trade in this year. No space.
Talk to Abby. He's the boss.
But, okay, inform about this before the start. I'm the hard work that I last week for the new budget version. And exactly this is the.
So we have a delay because there was an alarm that went off and then we're waiting. When we come back, Kimon is going to have to decide whether he's going to take or drop Joe's cube. While we're waiting, again, I'll thank some of our sponsors, in particular P40, donated a nice board to go to the winner of the novice. Isn't that nice? I like to see novice players and new players rewarded more. You see the board they're playing on? Every table has these boards with beautiful metal checkers. I really like them. They're nice and flat, and that's why I like the rule the dice on the checkers count. And we also are playing legal moves. We'll be streaming all week long. Are they playing in the other room? Are other people playing?
What's going on?
The workmen are still all working downstairs. I think we're ready to start that.
Go get him. Okay, we're going to resume this match between the two very fine players, Joe Russell and Kimon. I'm not going to try to say his last name. The German from Greece. On the screen you see Arda, the incredible director. I was just working with Arda in Cyprus. I was there doing the commentary with him, and I did commentary when he was the tournament director at Monte Carlo as well. Arda's from Turkey, runs a lot of tournaments in Cyprus and Turkey and all over the world. I think he's most famous for running Monte Carlo, though, the World Championship, and of course the Merit tournaments in Cyprus. He's also got a cruise coming up, and he's got a website with a series of tournaments that culminates with the largest one of his group, which is the Merit Open. Okay, looks like I missed it, but he did pass the cube. It looked like a pretty clear pass to me. Joe was playing on for the gammon, and then Kimon came in and anchored, so Joe doubled him out, which looked like a pretty obvious situation. Thinking about how to play to 1. I always think about slotting in these positions, but you're not duplicating. You can duplicate 6s by slotting your 7-point, but if you slot the 5-point, which is where you really want to slot, you're giving him good 4s, and he doesn't really have a lot of good 4s elsewhere, so it's not duplicating anything, and you generally like to slot when you duplicate. But he's doing it anyway. Nope, he's not doing it anyway. Good, I wouldn't have done it either. You can cover and hit, or you can make the point and make another point. I like the cover and hit myself. I would make the 5-point and hit loose on the 4. But there's an argument to make the 4-point because you're unstacking and using 2 checkers. Make the 11 point. Oh, hitting 2. That I didn't see. That I did not see. Because I didn't want to be on the ace point. That's my play right there. Nice thing about backgammon is you can look at the different plays and decide. There's a good argument for moving 2 checkers to the 4-point. See, I don't like this. If you're going to take checkers back, you should put them all the way back to the original instead of partially, because that gets confusing. In fact, that is the rule, by the way. If you make a temporary move, before you make another temporary move, you move them all the way back to the original so that it's very clear what you're doing. Kimon's, there's a double tiger play, and he's going to get hit twice. That's a very good roll for Kimon. That's not the roll Joe wanted to see. Neither was that. This might be a cube. 2 on the bar, shooting at a 6, even though he doesn't have a 6. This is what they call a pointless double. He hasn't made an additional point in his board. He might have a double. I think he does have a double. I'm not sure I'd like to take this. I invented a little strategy years ago called Simborg's Law. Ask yourself how you would feel if you were your opponent. And if you'd hate to see the cube, go ahead and give it. Or if you'd hate to see a play made, make that play. It's sort of a takeoff on Woolsey's Law where you put yourself in your opponent's shoes. I like this double a lot. Joe grabbed it. 2 seconds. It play. This roll counts. on the checker. I wasn't positive it was a take, especially when you're winning, but it was a pointless double. Those usually takes. Oh, double ones. And the last one goes to the 2, yep. Makes the 2 point. Now Joe would love to anchor. He'd like a 3-2, 4-3, or 5-4. 5-1 doesn't do it for him. If he comes in on the 5 where he'd like to, his 1s are lousy. Comes in the 1, brings the 5 down. He's going to slot. I think you have to play it big here. You look like you're going to get gammon and get killed anyway. You may as well try and make a game. Where do you hit? You know you're hitting with the 4. And you know you're hitting one of the checkers on a 5 point. Which one? Okay. Joe would love a 5. 3, 6 hits. He's got game even though he's got those ugly 4 checkers on the ace on the 24. He's not happy about that. Kimon's going to come in and hit him off the 5. It's almost thematic. You don't let your opponent make your 5 point. He's going to hit him. Come on. Don't prove me right. Hit him off the 5, off the 20. Come on. He's thinking about just safetying a checker from 14 to 13. Then Joe has his whole roll. I'm hitting. I'm hitting. Kimon doesn't. Don't bet on me against Kimon. He's a better player than me. I admit it. That's why I'm doing commentary, and he's playing for the money. Okay, he does agree with me, maybe. That's my play. Nope. Okay, made the safe play. Joe's going to roll a 4, and he does. He really wants that point. That's going to stop a lot of gammons and give him some wins. It's called the golden point. Very, very awkward, ugly roll here for Kimon. There is no pretty play. No, that's not where it was. Joe corrected it and put it back on the 2. Which he's really not supposed to move the guy's checker for him, but he did. So there's an argument to leave it there because he'd like to make that point and bring the other checker around. There's also another argument for running because he's not as likely to get hit back. So I don't know which argument is the best argument. By the way, both of these players won their first round. They're both 1-0. They're going to play 4 rounds today and 1 round tomorrow and see who wins the most rounds. Speaking of Woolsey's Law, did you win your match, Kit?
Yes, I did.
You have 2 matches already? Yes. Wow. You want to join me?
Sure.
Kit Woolsey's going to join me. I can quit talking about Woolsey's Law, and we can listen to Kit talk about Woolsey's Law. And this mic is on.
Okay.
Thank you, Kit, for joining me. You won his first 2 matches, which is not a surprise at all.
Hi, everybody.
You know these 2 players, I assume?
Yes.
You probably played Joe about 100 times over the years, maybe more.
Every now and then.
Yeah. We had a pointless double where Joe was doubled, Kimon doubled without a new point in his board, but Joe had 2 on the bar and grabbed it. This is what we got. Then he rolled double 1s and came in. That's how we got to this position. And there's another double 1 from the bar. A lot of people don't even think about that switching play.
Well, yeah, looking at the board, you'd have a difficult time knowing which direction everybody was going.
I like positions like that. I would have been tempted to run because I don't like those 3 checkers on the ace point, but this play makes sense.
Well, yeah, making a new point is pretty big here.
Coming in and making a 5 point is pretty big also. Big roll here for Joe if he can do some damage.
Well, that's a start. If he survives this roll.
This is a big roll. And he hit it. That was important. If he didn't hit that, Joe would be pretty much in the driver's seat, turning the game around.
Oh, wow. What a sequence that was.
Yeah, the driver's seat went the other way. You called it, kid. If he survived that roll, he had it, but he didn't survive.
I guess he should probably bring a builder down with the 2 men on the bar. It's not that dangerous.
Uh-huh. Why do you not reflexively quickly make the 3-point?
Well, because the 4 point's a better point than the 3 point.
Oh, that's a reason.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
It would have taken me a while. I would have found it, but it would have taken me a while.
Well, it's sort of unusual that you have a checker on the opponent's 6 point, which is a builder for the 4 point.
Yeah, how often do you have that?
I don't think I've ever seen it in my life.
In your life? Come on.
No.
You know, when I say things like that, I'm thinking maybe it's my memory.
No, that's a pretty unusual parlay. How many fives is he playing here?
As many as you can get away with.
Oh, he hasn't made the 4 point yet, has
No,
he?
he made the 3-point.
Oh, well, it's not a terrible point either.
When you're blitzing the 3 and the 4, one of the considerations is which one can you make later.
Yeah, well, here they're all in range. Just want to get as many checkers in range. And probably making the 3 point is a better play, actually. Well,
Because it'd be easier to make the 4-point later.
let's set the whole thing up here.
Yeah. Now he's got 3 builders for the
Right,
4-point.
right, which makes it probably the correct play.
Yeah, and the other way, you'd only have 2 builders for the 3-point. So this makes sense. Joe's looking at a lot of gammons here if he doesn't
And
perform. so
another thing to consider,
that's a cock dice.
if your opponent wins the fight for the point you haven't made yet, you really don't want to be facing a 1-3 back game as much as you would a 1-4 back game.
Ah, good point. And if he doesn't make the point, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's a good point. 1-3 is a decent game, and 1-4 is a mediocre game. What's your favorite? I think you once told me you liked the 2-4 back game if the checkers were outside.
No.
No?
Well, I mean, any back game is something that can play.
Uh-huh.
Now, if he's guarding against double fours, I don't think he should. I think he should diversify as much as possible. And just don't worry about that joker.
That's easy for you to say. When you're playing over the board, you always think about that joker and how it's going to burn you. But you got to not be afraid, I
Yeah,
guess.
but now you've only got 3 builders instead of 4 builders.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
But you only needed 2 builders.
there's a builder.
You only
Okay.
needed 2.
Well, so we're back to an ace-point game.
Yeah, with lots of gammons. But you never leave a shot against the ace-point game, do
He,
you,
sh-
kid?
he should play to the 5-point and the. You should put the spare on the 5 points, better distribution. Not a big deal, but you might as well get it right.
Here I'm thinking about clearing my 6-point early.
No.
No? Why not?
Why?
Because I got the gammon anyway?
No, you want your men in the best places as possible.
I see.
This is okay. I mean, the 6-point isn't a particularly difficult point to clear, but you do want to make sure your men are where they belong before you roll a terrible double fours.
Yeah, this is
That's
pretty
what-
much forced.
Yeah, well,
And then 2 from the 6.
This
Would
is
you
what-
take two
this
off?
is- Oh no.
He's
Why-
thinking about it.
No, he can think about it all he wants, but he shouldn't.
He doesn't need to peel to win a gammon. All he needs to do is not leave a shot.
Yeah, this is not the safest play for the future, I don't think. I mean, it's safe on the next roll, but I think the gap is too costly.
On this roll, he's worried about 6-5 and double 6 and double 5.
But you're going to have
No,
that.
double 5's fine.
You're going to have those danger rolls, whatever you do.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the thing you don't like about this play is the extra men on the 2-point, but I still think it's the right play. See, the thing is, by leaving the gap on the 4-point means the opponent can play a 3 and then get double shots.
Ah, he might have even made the 4-point too.
Joe's trying to get ready to make his remake his 6-point.
Clear and one off.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you got to think about getting off the backgammon.
No, it's not much of a danger at present.
Oh, that helps.
Certainly slot the 6-point. That's the right play.
Gives him some 8s that will cover.
Yeah, just diversify.
Ooh, he doesn't want to see that 3. That's the number he did not want to see.
Well, Joe can win this if he hits this.
Nope.
Not today.
Nope. Now you get off the backgammon.
No, just make the 6-point first order business. Now he should stay with 2 checkers at this moment, just so there are no jokers.
Uh-huh. Jokers being double 2 and
double
double 1.
twos, double ones, or if the opponent rolls a 6-2, that means you get only 1 shot.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Now-
now he'll leave with a checker.
Now you leave with a checker so that a 1 leaves a shot.
Right.
You can get a shot right away if he rolls a
Yeah.
1. You're risking double 1s, but all the other ones are great.
Yeah.
Why is he thinking?
Because the right play is to slot the bar point, since that's the next on the list. He's looking at the backgammon dangers, but that's wrong.
Oh, you'd play the 4 off and then slot the bar?
I'd play 24 to 20 and 13
Oh.
to 7, yeah.
I see.
There's no backgammon danger because he's going to stay anyway
Because there's odd checkers.
because his opponent has 7 checkers on
Ah.
the left.
And had he slotted the bar, he would have made it now.
Right. Again, a very tiny thing, but you might as well get it right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, he's
If
got the
Kimon
bar.
had an even number of checkers, you'd play this entirely differently. But he can
Well,
get down to what
we
they call the
might
coup classique.
We might have the coup classique now.
And now if Kimon rolls a 1 on his next
Certainly,
roll, it's a double shot, and
yes.
Joe could actually win the game. But he could get backgammon right here. Okay, single shot. 3-2 is the one horrible roll for Joe.
Okay.
Big hit.
So Joe can win this on the order of 10% of the time.
10%? From
it's
here?
Something like that. I don't know.
I think it's a 10% after he closes the board. He hasn't had
Well,
the board
he's
closed yet.
basic. I mean,
2-6?
he's basically closed the board.
10%? I thought it was 8%. Wow. I learned something there. I thought it was 8%.
I'm not sure. I mean, we're learning more how to play the position. Most people don't know how to play the position.
Oh, I know how to play as white. If I was
Joe-
Kimon, I
Joe-
guarantee I'd play it right.
Joe's looking to make sure that his double 5s and double 4s go to the 2-point.
You're right. Most people wouldn't even think about that stuff.
Oh, there's not much else to think about here.
Uh-huh. Now he can play a 6 to the 2-point, and 6 is the most common number.
Well, he should be more worried about 5s and 4s, I think.
Uh-huh. Like double fives and double fours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but double sixes, those are fine regardless. He just made a little careless. Looks like 13 to 10, and I don't know why. I don't know why he's not playing 8 to 6. It's just sort of a reflex play for me.
And why is that?
Well, it's 4 away. You want to make sure that your double fours go where they belong. Well, this will take a few more rolls here. Eventually, he'll close them out. Now, considering that his opponent has 14 men off, Joe's going to play it very aggressively once he has the closeout.
Uh-huh. You're right, and so many people don't know how to play that properly. You know you're going to leave shots sometimes, but maybe you leave it in the wrong place or too many shots too.
Here,
All right. Giving him more time.
bring the builder into range, correct.
6 hits. Don't you hit?
Oh yeah, he hit without even thinking
Yeah,
about it.
why aren't you hitting? Joe, why not hit? Hitting is the fastest way to make the point.
Yeah, he's sort of blanking out.
Maybe he's tired of Kimon doing this to him. Every time he slotted, he gets hit. So he says, I'm not going to slot anymore.
All right. See, like here, yeah.
It was an illegal play.
Yeah, he's got to come in with it too and then
Yeah,
bring the
there.
builder in
Okay.
range. I mean, Joe would have to roll extremely badly to not get the close rate.
What
right.
happens is if you don't slot properly, then you roll that big double 5 right at the
Yeah,
end. And
so he
screws
played
things up.
Here he played the ace correctly,
Uh-huh.
protecting against the big fives.
Yeah. Kimon's going to roll a 2 again, of course. Yep.
And here we go around the mulberry bush.
This is good for the BMAB PRs, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Although that doesn't count in this particular format, where only wins count. And Kit is one of the leaders with 2 wins. Nobody's done better so far after 2 rounds.
Goes right to the 6 point. Perfect. Now
the
four
fours play.
4 hits.
4s and 8s hit. There's the 4 and the 3.
4.
Forward, yep.
And the 5 to cover.
Now he's going to hit again, waste all of our time. No, he missed finally.
This time.
Missed. 6s and 5s cover. 6 covers.
6.
2 comes in.
Okay, he's got 6s and 5s aiming at the blot. Cover with a 5.
Does the 2 come in?
Hit with a 5. Of course, 2 comes in. He does not want a bunch of men on the bar point.
And you really like to have a checkers on the 5 point.
Yeah,
High point.
this is a total no-brainer, I think.
Why? Oh my God! You have to hit.
No,
Why?
Well, certainly right to play the 2 7 to 5.
What's going on? It seems like the hit is so clear.
Well, actually, the 7 to 5 is the clear part of the
Yeah,
play.
Yeah, he got it. He got it. Took a little fooling around, but he got it. Kimon is being very, very stubborn. He says, I'm not going to be closed out that easily.
And with a 5, hit with a 4. Here we go again.
I have a theory. You don't get streamed that often. You want to stay on as long as possible. That's what Kimon's trying to do. He wants to be streamed as long as he can stay there.
Joe getting in double 5 range. That's correct.
Not covering yet. Why not the front checker and get closer?
I don't know. I would be reaching for the front
Yeah,
checker.
me too. Reflexively, I want to get closer to cover faster.
Closer, thematically. Like here, I'd come in with a 2 and I'd play a 4 and
From the front.
no, this is right.
Okay.
It's double
that
four,
was
double fours,
3 and double 4 and a lot more numbers that hit.
and double 5s. So he's got the checkers in the right place. I would have played 7 to 4. And you're going to want that spare on the 4 point.
So you want to end up with your spares up high in the 4, 5, and 6.
Oh yes.
And the reason is that you are not going to open up as fast that way.
Yeah, you want to. I mean, he's going to eventually want to hold his board as long as he can and take as many checkers off simultaneously.
Kimon should not even be rolling here because he can't move.
Now you come to the 6 point with a 5-2 auto play.
This is the longest I've ever seen somebody to close the board in this situation. I can't remember seeing this. Here he goes, finally. And nice and efficient, keeps the checker on the 6. This is fine.
Oh, well, yeah, why not? I mean, you're going to want the point.
Right, you want a checker on the 6. There we go, finally closed the board. Boy, was that a long time. Now you always think about how your high doubles play.
No, I wouldn't worry about them that much. I just you think about how you can get your men on the 5 and 4 points. High doubles don't matter much.
Don't you also want more checkers on the 6 point too, kid? Or is it
No.
5 and 4?
No, you want to be distributed.
I see. Well, that would have gone to the 4 point.
This is okay.
This goes to the 5
This
point.
goes to
That's
5
beautiful.
point, as good as he can do.
Beautiful.
See, now if he rolls a something 1, he should probably come in and take off the ace.
Wow.
All right, so he's
5
in with a
in.
5, and this is optimal, as best as he can do.
That's great. You don't open.
Yeah.
Hate to go to the ace, but you don't want to open either.
No, this is best you can do,
Huh?
I think.
Now,
Definitely take 2 off.
look how quickly
That's
Joe
a-
made
that's
that
a-
play.
That's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer for you.
If he rolls an ace, he should hit. Well,
1, 2 are forced. I'm coming off the 6. I want to get a shot, otherwise you're giving up.
yeah, probably right. Although I'm not sure, actually. It's very small winning chances, whatever
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, this is over. I wish you'd have seen the initial double position where he doubled with, it was a pointless double. Joe had 2 checkers on the bar. I wasn't sure of the take. Turned out not to be a great take, but that's hindsight. Okay, game over. 3-2. We got a closer match now. It's a 9-point match, so it's really 6 away, 7 away. There you go, 3-2. Funny scoreboard, but easy to see. What time's your next match? Are you playing one more before the dinner break?
It's whenever my opponent's ready.
So we got one more before the dinner break, and then one more tonight. There'll be 4 matches, and then one tomorrow, and you're done. You still playing much bridge, Kit?
Oh, yeah.
Kit is one of the highest ranked bridge players in the world. He's written books in both bridge and backgammon. And I forget the name of the book, but there's a book that talks about the top 10 gamblers in the world. And gamblers are players in the world. And Kit's listed as one of the top 10 in the world, deservedly. Master of many games. He was my first professional teacher. When I was in real estate, I secretly took lessons because I was playing for money with my family, and in my real estate, and I wanted to clean it up a little bit, so I secretly took lessons from Kit. We didn't talk on the phone because the long distance was too expensive. This was in the 1970s. And so we typed to each other. And he was just a great teacher, and I made a lot of money in my real estate office thanks to Kit. I think I even gave him a $10 tip. He's still a great teacher and great player, one of the top. Okay, 5-1. Not an easy play for me. I think I just run the front checker. I would have just run out to the 9 point. I don't like the stack. I can understand. Oh, you know, the hit makes sense because you have them outboarded. Even though you have 2 interboard points to 1, that still is outboarded. Jim Pasco, please don't teach your students that 20-1 is 20% is a 5-1 odds. It's 4-1 odds. Okay, thank you, Jim. Nice to see that you're watching. Jim Pasco, he's taught me a tremendous amount about numbers and also variations. Boy, he's the king of variations, as well as a great backgammon player and regular backgammon. Yeah, I got that one wrong. Nice to know you're listening, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Wish you were here. Jim and Patty make it to a lot of the tournaments when they can. We'll see you in LA, I'm sure. I invented a variation called Pasco Gammon in Jim's honor, and it turned out to be a very popular and very fun game. It's a super back game. Okay, double fives. 2 down looks natural to me. I don't know why you wouldn't bring 2 down and have more builders in the zone. And that's what Joe's doing. And now, unless he performs, it's a pass. The question is it too good? It's clearly a double pass, but it could be too good. So I guess Joe's rolling on, thinking he may as well see what happens and might be able to win enough gammons. Now, it's still, he's got so many ways to hit or make the 5 point. 1, 2, and makes the ace. Makes the ace. Okay. He walked away, and we got a super blitz here by Joe. He was too good to double, and he never doubled. And it just got a little bit awkward for Joe. He just lost his point, but he's still way too good.
Pretty big favorite to win a gammon.
Yeah, there's 3 on the bar, by the way, in case you can't see it.
Oh, yeah, it's his 3rd one there, yeah.
3 on the bar is better by far than 2 on the bar. And I know this because I know my math. Jim Pasco just corrected me on my math before. So in the back of your mind, you're always a little worried about rolling some bad double and getting stuck and having to crack your board. That's why Joe moved up, so that 6s and 4s come out instead of just 5s. But I want to bring my builders for the 5 point. Whoops, see? He should have stayed back because the 5 worked better. The dice guys like to play with you like that, don't they? He makes the right play and gets punished for it.
Well, it's not so clear it was the right play.
Isn't it better to have 6s and 4s? Oh, and look at this. Exactly what we were worried about.
Oh,
He's still in pretty good shape.
This is why it's not so clear. 5s and 3s are your...
Ah, yeah, he had 5s and 3s instead of 6s and 4s.
Right.
And, okay, he's all right. Came out all right. I have 4 plays. So he's got some bad rolls here. He's got a 6-1, 5-1, double 6, double 5, double 4, double 2 plays beautifully.
Now he has a claim.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Both of these players won their first match, and that's why they got matched up against each other, I guess. I assume that's how they're doing this.
No,
Is it all random or is it Swiss?
I think
Or just a
it's
draw.
random. I know the person I played my second match lost their first
Oh,
match.
really?
So
I think it would have been more fun to do like a Swiss and have winners play winners.
I think for the first 2 or 3 matches, just so things move faster, they just have it arranged in advance
I see.
so that you're not necessarily waiting for somebody finish
I like
another match.
I like tournaments where you play whoever's available. whoever comes up next, you play them. So there's no waiting. Although some people could manipulate, they could see that Kit Woolsey's waiting and play slow. That's what
Yeah,
I would do.
It doesn't happen. What you describe is better. Huh?
Why not come out? Well, there's 5
Oh,
checkers.
he's got 5 checkers
You
on
didn't
there?
see. You didn't
Oh,
look like
okay.
5
I didn't see the 5th
Yeah.
checker.
with the stack because you couldn't get
Okay.
backgammon if there were 4 there, by not coming out. Okay, why are we playing?
Why are we playing? For PR.
Ah, okay. 5-2, good lead for Joe. 4 away, 7 away. Do you immediately know what the match equity is? 4 away, 7 away.
No,
And if you had to figure it out, would you use Neil's numbers, or do you have another method?
I just have an approximation in my
I see.
mind.
It's not that critical at this point. The more important critical is with the take points.
It's usually not that critical because you don't estimate. You have to make an estimate as to what the positions.
Yeah. Until you have a
worth
4 cube.
about.
When the 4 cube comes up, then it becomes critical.
Yeah, but the actual exact number doesn't necessarily matter much,
I see.
as long as you're in the ballpark. Unless it's a position which you know exactly what the winning chances are.
Uh-huh. So you ballpark that, and you ballpark the wins and losses, and hope you get it right.
That's right.
As opposed to John O'Hagan, who comes up with them exactly, but you both come up with the same right answer. He just puts more into the numbers than you do.
I'm lazier. Looks like Bart at 20 and 24 to 22, just to get that third checker off the 24 point.
So it's a big flag when you have 3 or 4 checkers on the 24 point to try and get them moving.
Yeah.
It's the last place you want extra checkers. Of course, you don't like extra checkers anywhere.
He's thinking about an aggressive cube.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's right because even if he makes the 5 point and Joe flunks, it still would be a borderline take. But it's certainly not terrible.
Yeah, so if you're not going to lose your market and the guy's going to take on the next roll, you don't gain much by doubling.
No, at this score, he is behind in the match. It wouldn't have been a terrible double.
Uh-huh. He was right to stop and think about it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The one thing that's
definitely.
always wrong is not thinking. I hate the 1-5 back game. I think it's pretty clearly the worst.
Well, it depends whether it's a back game or not. See,
It's not a back game yet, is what you're saying.
this isn't a back game. It's basically a 5 point holding game with a couple of men sitting as goalkeepers on the 24 point. Which is fine.
For now. Later on, you don't want to end up here.
Well, that's if your opponent brings all his checker home.
That's a good roll for Joe.
The 3, start the
Make-
4 point,
Yep.
and start the 3 point.
Yep, you called it.
I mean, he might get a shot in the next roll, but even if he does, this is fine.
I'm doubling at this score myself.
Why?
Why?
Why? There's no market losers.
There's no market losers?
None. Absolutely. Call your market lose. What do you want? What's your best sequence?
Double.
What do you want to roll? Boxes?
6-1, double 3. I would have thought. See, I thought if you make the bar, you might. So Kimon was with me.
Oh no, it's definitely not right to double.
Joe did snap it up. He didn't. He thought about half a second.
Did he double?
He did.
Oh my God, oh, that's just awful.
He's as bad as me. I would have doubled there too.
There's just no zero reason to.
I'm starting to see your point.
Oh, I mean, what could happen?
I just hate to see my opponent in a 1-5 game. It makes me itchy to double. He's gonna run, isn't he?
That's an interesting question. Probably.
The alternative, I just don't like the alternative enough, and it also saves some gammons. More.
No,
No,
it's not a question. It's a question of how much time he's going to have
Uh-huh.
to hold his board. He took an aggressive approach, leaving the ace shot, which is certainly reasonable.
Do you make the bar, or are you more worried about clearing it later?
I'm more worried about making the 3-point. I mean, that should be his entire focus, making the 3-point.
Uh-huh.
So I would play 12 to 8. So just have another builder.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the bar point itself isn't of any great value in this position because Joe's not going to be leaving the 24-point with a 6 anyway.
Well, go to the 2.
Yeah, but this gives you an idea why making the bar point was probably wrong earlier.
Uh-huh. I think almost everybody would have made the bar point there. Isn't that interesting? Except for Kit Woolsey.
I didn't even see it. No, it's just not.
There you make the 1 point. Let's go. That's a good roll for Joe. Getting out and keeping his board.
Getting out was very
That
important.
was very good roll for Joe. 6 is forced.
Here's the shot.
And he hits it.
Okay, everybody out.
Why the hell would Kimon double this? Boy, how could he do something like that? I would have done it too. Wow, it's getting punished for it. Joe needs 5s and higher.
Oh, Joe's got a lot of work to do.
Yep, that's not a great roll. He'd like to get some of those back checkers moving and not leave a 2-6 from the bar. He's a 1. 1 is a big number here. And he does not get it. 6 out, 4 in.
This is right. Covers most territory.
Yep.
I mean, there's more gammon danger by staying in the 22-point, but better winning chances.
Ooh, this looks like he just cleared the 9. You make the ace or clear the 9, Kit?
I think I'd clear the 9-point, but I'm not sure. I mean, the 9-point could be a nice landing place. A good thing to remember is you can't have enough spares on the 6-point. It's just so valuable, the spares on the 6-point, almost no matter what happens.
Uh-huh. Play 4s and 5s and 3s and 2s and 1s. And,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you just need him to swallow.
uh-huh.
He got it right, at least what we think is right.
Look how fast he saw the hit. There's a guy that's played backgammon for a few years. He's got almost as much experience in this game as you.
Oh, we may have an interesting cube action coming up here.
Not at the score. I don't think he's redoubling yet.
I'm just saying we're getting
Getting close.
close.
Uh-huh.
Everybody out. On another flunk, I think Joe is supposed to double.
And Kimon might even have a take
He might very well.
at this score.
Well, we think he's has a take because we didn't think Joe had a double in the previous roll. Seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's a tell.
Joe decided not to. Yeah, that is 6. The ace is clear.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit. If he
No,
comes
this
out,
is-
you
this
got
is-
lots of shots at him.
Oh, this is the natural play. Just the best coverage on the bar point and the
Uh-huh.
8 point. That's
Really
what you're
have
trying
fives
to do.
and fours to cover it. He
Now,
doesn't
if
roll a
if
2
he
here.
flunks now.
Okay, now what?
Now definitely a double. This isn't even close. I'm not so sure this is a take.
Yeah, Joe agreed with you. This is for the match.
Well, see if he'll take it or not.
If he takes it and recubes it, it's going to be double match point.
I would-
That's attempt to take.
I think it's a pass, and well, we know that I think it's a pass because I would have turned the cube the turn before, and
Okay.
this was the position that would have likely to come up on going into the previous roll.
And I would have been wasting my time trying to figure out my take point and then estimating my wins. I don't think it was that far different, but I'm with you.
Well,
I'm with you on
go
the
ahead.
double.
Go ahead, estimate your wins.
Estimate my
I
wins?
mean, that's why.
My wins, 16%.
Okay.
And the take point, I don't know. I'd have to take some time on that.
Well, you can get a quick approximation. This one doesn't take very long.
2 away, 7 away,
Yeah.
12%,
Oh no, it's got to be better than that.
better than that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a pass. Then Kimon's probably
I think it's 15%.
15%. Okay.
But then what are your win? What are your win chances in the position?
Yeah, that's the hard part. I guessed 16%, but
Yeah, I can't say you're wrong.
so if the take point was 15%, and if the wins were 16%, I'm a 1% right to take it.
That's right. That's right. I thought it was a pass.
Dice on the checkers count, not when they're cocked though. They can be cocked on the checkers. That was a quick, good double by Kimon, by the way. We didn't talk about that because we were busy on the last one, but he made a beautiful double, and it seems to be working out. He's happy he doubled here.
Oh, this game here?
Yes, he's already cubed.
What did he have? Oh, did he have something?
Yeah,
A real threat?
He had a real threat.
Oh,
and It was a
okay.
beautiful double, and it certainly is working out. Is this right, instead of running?
No, he just didn't see it.
Would you have run? I would have run there
Oh
quickly.
yeah, he
Okay.
just had a blackout.
Okay, so you agree with me, it was a run. He didn't, how many opportunities do you have to get out of there?
You say that 2 6s don't grow on trees.
Yeah, he played it very quickly too, and he's got plenty of time. That's a mistake. It's okay to make a mistake, but it's not okay to make a mistake and not think about it. But somebody quoted you earlier saying that I'd rather make a blunder quickly.
No, I
No, you didn't say that?
no.
Matt Cohn-Geyer said you said that.
No, he may have
I got it on tape.
he may have said that, but I never said it.
Okay.
Or I never meant it. Let's put it that way.
Okay. It's on tape. It was in the first match that we did. I thought, Kit Bulls, he said that? I didn't know he was that clever. Yeah, not running is.
I don't agree. I did not like his last play.
This is a very nice roll for Joe.
I mean, now his 6 3s and 5 3s don't clear the problem point, and making the 3 point was also a value.
Yeah.
Oh, what's my opponent doing on the 3 point? I could have had that point.
Yeah.
That 3-2 is a pretty bad play. Eight to 5-7's automatic because it's a spare and the aiming at the ace point.
Making the 2 point. Don't see too much else. Joe's double 2 coming up was a very good gammon saver roll.
Oh, it's not so much a gammon saver. It's a very good chance to improve the winning chances. The gammon threat wasn't very big in any event. Well, now, pay me now or pay me later.
I pay now. 'Cause of
Not
the block.
me.
No?
Not me.
No? Oh, because he's stiff.
Oh, well, what's Joe going to do in the next roll?
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's stiff. He hasn't got a lot of options. I was very tempted to make this play, though, because of the blot on the 2. Kimon agrees with you.
No, this is reasonably safe. I haven't worked out which way is the best way to. If this doesn't feel right.
He's volunteering.
No, this I definitely wouldn't do.
4 is big here. He missed it.
I mean, the problem is, one of the problems is it's not necessarily over even if you survive this roll.
As we now see. Well, he's leaving him only a 6-1, though.
Only a 6-1.
That never happens. Ooh. Ooh, do you come up with the ones? You get fewer shots by coming up.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to come up here. This opponent just has too many builders to make the 4-point.
I see.
If his opponent didn't have so many builders to make the 4-point, that would be another story. Yeah, and he's he's allowed to win the race. If your old Bucks is.
No, he's not allowed to.
Oh, he's not allowed
It's
to?
not- no, it's not. That's not kosher to make to win the race. That would be very unfair.
Yeah, I think he's making the right play. This is the better racing play. The race is getting closer.
Uh-huh.
Bring it on in and we'll see what happens.
A shot is what happened.
Oh my gosh.
The only roll that left a shot that I can think of.
Yep. It's his best racing roll.
3 something.
3-something would end it.
Ooh, double ones. Not good for Joe. Looks like we're going to have a closer match. Do you clear the 6-point? You do.
Yeah, I guess. I can't see a reason not to.
And you run as opposed to breaking your board, because even if you get a shot, if you got no board, you can't win. Do you pick and pass? No reason to? He didn't think about it.
Oh, yeah, I would have thought about it.
I would have thought about it too. He didn't even look at it.
He's pretty far ahead in the race.
The pick and pass will get you a couple of gammons, though, along the way, too.
Yeah.
I thought that was worth a second or two on the clock. Okay, 6-1, 5-1, 4-1. It doesn't hurt to stay for it because you can get out and run off this gammon pretty easy anyway. So Joe had to stay there. Now we're going to have a closer match. Everything gets off. You had a couple rolls to do it anyway. I think Joe just recently won the Cherry Blossom. Kimon, I know, did very well in some recent tournament. I read his name somewhere. Maybe, I think it was in a Masters event, in a side event where He won a bunch of money. He comes to the United States a lot. He's one of the, probably we see him more than any other German in the United States that I can think of. He likes to travel. He's one of the better German players. They got a lot of good ones there. Dirk Schiemann and my good friend Tobias. Ralph Jonas has got to be one of the winningest players in backgammon over the last few years. Hemke. Leverman's back playing. Nice to see him back. Johannes Leverman playing backgammon again. Former #1 giant.
What 3 do we play here? I like 13 to 10.
He does too. I would have thought about that or the back checker. Well, 3 choices there. Could have made either bar or safety. Two away, 5 away. To remind people that we're playing to 9 because the scoreboard doesn't show it.
You ready?
No, I play Petco.
Oh, you play at Petco. Okay.
We're playing on the other street.
Okay.
Mr. Orso, what's your record so far? 1-1. Good luck. Just lost Kid. He's going to go look after his next match. He's still playing. I always appreciate his commentary and his insights. He's just such a brilliant author and commentator and player. Counting the race. If the race is reasonable, you should come out. If you want to stay back if you're losing the race. I think the race is close. This is be a tough one to count for me. I think it's very close. Ha, look at that play. Didn't have to slot 2, didn't have to leave a shot. I don't know why you would. I would have played the ace safe. I would play the ace safe. Wow, that's a really interesting play. I wish Kit was there to explain that one to me. Volunteering that shot just to slot another point. Volunteer another shot, but this time he's making a good point instead of slotting it. That makes more sense to me. Ooh, that's big for the race. Just keep him going. One more. Come on down. That's right. All right. Now Kimon is clearly in control of the race, but he's got not an easy position to bring home. And like Kid said earlier, how do you lose your market? But that game where he said there were no market losers and Ron the double, Kimon doubled too. So we were both sucked in by the score, I think, to give that cube. Typical 20-point holding game, or we call it an anchor game. But the problem for Kimon is that he's got the 11-point made, and that's not easy to clear against the 5-point because it's 6 away. That's the hardest point to clear when you're 6 away. And And that's why he's not doubling. Real easy take for Joe. But when your opponent's 2 away, you should be doubling a little faster than normal because it's a dead cube. You're not going to have to worry about a recube. So when there's no recube vig for your opponent, that's some incentive. Well, problem solved. Now we're looking at possible double. If the race is good enough, and I think it is. Now here again, making the 18 point when your opponent is 6 away from that on the 13, I like this play a lot. I think this makes it much harder to bring home for Kimon, but because of the score, I think it's a double. He's counting the race. Yep, I like this double a lot, and if I'm Joe, I'm taking. You don't get gammon. You win the match if it goes well. You get lots of shots from here. I'm grabbing the cube if I'm Joe, but it could be wrong. I'm willing to make a bet that Joe will make the right decision. He took. I would have taken it too. It's not that easy for Kimon to bring this home without shots. Why not play 6-4? Guess it doesn't matter too much. Joe would have liked to roll a number where he could keep both points, but when you hold the 18, you don't want to hold the 13 because you're dumping checkers otherwise. He's thinking about whether he should save a 6, otherwise you would automatically make the ace point. This play saves a 6. But only a 6-1 is the nasty one. Make the point, come in. Still, okay. Joe would like to come around the corner. He'd like something higher than a 6. That's not quite there. He didn't slot because he thinks he might get a shot on this roll. Race is getting closer. How is that happening? No, it's not around the corner. Just slot the ace. Now we see why Joe had a take. He's got a very good chance of getting a shot here. Very, very hard for Kimon to clear that point. Joe's thinking about how do I get a double shot? How about 1-6, 2-6, 3-6, 5-6 gives him double shots from here. I like this. A lot of double shots possibly. If he rolls the wrong 6, and he does. Exactly. Now Joe's a big favorite to hit. Got about 26 numbers that hit, something like that. And he got him. And now Joe's a huge favorite to win the match. It was a great take by Joe, well played, I'm sure, by both players. I don't fault Kimon for his play in this game either. I think he had a double at that score. Even if he leaves the shot, he doesn't always get hit, but it worked out beautifully for him to get the double shot. Welcome back, Kit. I think you're going to see the...
Is this it?
This is pretty much the end of the match. He did double him. It was a good double by Kimon. It was a 20-point holding game, and he was up in the race. It was a clear double. And Joe, actually, he was holding the 18-point. And Joe correctly took, and I'm sure it was correct, and ended up getting a double shot. And hit it.
How far ahead in the race was he?
It was significant, but Joe wasn't going to get gammon. Clearly was probably going to get a shot. I think it was an easy double take. And barring an accident, Joe's going to win this match. That's almost an accident, taking none off and opening up. This gives an opening for Kimon. That's not a good roll for Joe, actually. And Kimon needs a double 5. No, 5-2. Good roll for Joe. 4 off is wonderful, even though it clears the 2-point.
So this is all over with.
Yep. Kid, I appreciate your taking the time, even though you're in the middle of a tournament and you're going to get another match, to take the time to help us out. I really appreciate it. Your insights are always so helpful.
Well, maybe you'll see me on the stream on the next one,
Well, I hope so.
except I'm waiting for a match now.
Before the tournament started, I named 3 or 4 players that I thought would have a shot at winning, and you were one of them, along with Petco and Joe.
I could name about 50.
yeah, anybody can win. But I mean, you talk about who's favored, you got to go with the faster horse.